preparing for a job in IT, primarily in data, multi-cloud, whether it's AWS, Azure, Google, or AI, machine learning, or DevOps, in DevOps, Docker, containers, Kubernetes, anything across globe, then this video will be useful for you. Now, this video is primarily created for someone in Canada, but the same strategies and principles can be used in order to for you to get a result within your specific country as well. So watch this, and this video has been taken from our training program. So, and let's see what I'm going to explain you and cover in this video. But as I said, this video has been taken from a training program, so there'll be some references about that training. So skip those parts. But if anything that you need, which is given in the video, which you need, just leave below this video as a comment section, and we're going to look, and I'll be replying and answering them. Also check some more resources within that below the description section or the comment section, and that's where I'm going to give you more details around how get benefited from these. So in this video, we're going to talk about things like how do you search for the jobs over and then some of the job portals that are available primarily in Canada, but then same concept for other countries as well. Some of the job roles you should be applying as well as tools. So watch this till end, and if you have any questions, let me know in this video or below this video as a comment section. And for those, if you're new to me and if you're watching this first time on this channel, my name is Atul. I have close to 2.5 decades of IT experience, and everything that I'm sharing is coming from real experience. I've done myself all these things. I've transitioned myself in earning less than $100 a month to now earning in excess of £1,000 a day here in UK. And all these things been tried and tested. So it's coming from real experience for and tried and tested on hundreds of other individuals like you. So watch it till end and leave me a comment and let me know what more videos that you want to see on this channel. So let's play that video now. First and most important is this interview preparation so that our job search so can go and come. Inside that, you see the section called country and role-wise job search. And this is where you see find jobs. Now within that, first, I'm going to give you a very high level step on in terms of first you need to know and go through the base training that covers everything that you need to know in order to understand the how to search for jobs and how to do the interview prep. That's basically kind of an underlying Bible or 101 to understand. After that, we'll then next top skills. Once you have understand this, there's a second training about what are the different job portals, which I'll tell you country wise, the common one and the country wise. Once that's done, then probably the job roles you should be searching based on which program you're part of or what your expertise are or what you want to do, like cloud, DevOps, containers, Kubernetes, Terraform, AI, machine learning, data engineering, data analyst, and so on. Whatever jobs you want, I'll share to you examples of that, the job roles. Then we'll also show you with some examples of some screenshots talking about the background in terms of entry-level jobs, experience jobs, and I'll cover some of the common questions. What if I'm new and so on? How do you do all those both in LinkedIn? The different job portals, indeed, will couple of them we'll look at, and how you make sure you set alerts for those. We'll cover that as well. Then also I'll give you some prompts, AI prompts, which will help you to understand when you're searching, or especially that's mainly for if you're preparing a resume or cover letter. Those things will be, or reaching out to the recruiters, how that will be helping those prompts. Then how do you prepare a resume and make sure that you create that resume specific to the job role. So change that first page of that. So some sections around that part as well. Then LinkedIn, make sure it's very, very important, but that LinkedIn will come once you've started applying for the jobs. Then you pick up LinkedIn one thing at a time and stay focused on application of job. So you do the LinkedIn profile. There's a dedicated about who you want to do, and then LinkedIn, there's a 13-point checklist will be coming. So make sure you watch that LinkedIn profile as well. And then the very important thing, which a lot of guys miss, that is follow up with the recruiters. So make sure you connect with them, follow with them, leave a comment in there, see who are posting, how to find out who's posting and so on, these jobs, and connect with them to make connections. This is important as well. Then how do you reach out to these potential recruiters or employers with some examples, and you can use ChatGPT prompt again or AI prompts to write down, and please feel free to change or customize this as per yours. Is the less wording is more in my view. These guys are busy, so but then also make a good impression about yourself as well. And then final step is making sure that being consistent and having patience. I know it's not an easy task going to be, especially you'll initially take a first 2 or 3 weeks continuously you posting and you'll see no results coming, but they'll build up, and you do the typical human being, you have to touch base at least 7 or 8 times before people start getting attention or you start getting attention. So make sure that you hit them every week or so, the recruiters, but also you apply at least 2 jobs every day in my view, minimum 2 jobs. I think if you can do more, so 7 to 8 or 10 to 15 jobs every week, you apply, and then you'll do it for consistently for 2 weeks or so, you'll start getting results. And in worst case was if you've tried everything, it's not working, how to reach out to us. In if everything fails, how do you reach out? This is what I'm going to cover in this. So I think pretty going to be detailed, and the same thing you can use the same on the similar lines, but for other countries as well. So first, I said let's begin with that. First thing is this portal. This is on here. We click on this link, and this is where you have my video that talks about how to search for the jobs, action plan, everything. And below that, make sure that you have a document as well. Go through this document. I'll be updating this document I'm recording it late 2024, and I'll be re-recording this in 2025 based on what things you have learned over the past 1 to 2 years of helping hundreds of individuals like you. So make sure you go through that first. Then there's a link somewhere on the country-wise job portals. This is the link, but just for easiness, I've just linked it here, clicked on, and this will give you what are the job portals in each country. So this is basically one is common job portal, which is LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, Simply Hired, AngelList, Monster, and Hired. There might be few more if you let us know about that if you do. There are also country specific, country-wise. There's a US, then you have a UK, Canada, India, Middle East, and any other country that you have, and then also including a link on how much salary you can expect. This is from, I've taken a discussion. You can discuss those questions here. That's another one that you see. So once you've done the job portal, then we are going to look at a new country. Then we are going to look at what kind of a jobs you're going to do. So first is begin with a bigger search. So let's suppose you're looking for a cloud job, whether it's AWS, Azure, Google, Oracle. Just type cloud word and you'll see. Then you narrow down further to AWS, and then further narrow it down to take an example of AWS developer, AWS DevOps, AWS architect, AWS security engineer, AWS migration, and so on, or project manager, program manager, like those. Similar, replace it with instead of AWS, Azure, and so on. You can also do things like skills like Terraform, Kubernetes, Ansible, Docker, and so on. You'll get tons of this. As I said, so change these words and then you'll start search on that. You will get, and I'll show you some of the examples. Similarly for data analyst, data engineer, AI engineer, machine learning engineer, and so on. So there are different job roles, and if you're not sure, just ask again. Leave a comment below this video. I'll on it'll be, I think it's from a Loom video. Below that you'll be able to leave a comment, or I'll start a thread on for just below this. I'll start a thread, and you can ask questions in that thread that you need. Now, so refer to this. I'm taking an example of this is a LinkedIn example. So make sure that you have a LinkedIn. It's very, very important, and you build your LinkedIn profile. There's a separate video which I'm going to show you in a minute about that. So if you go to LinkedIn, let me pause this and come back, hide some things. So this is a LinkedIn, and then you will have a jobs. And let me open another LinkedIn. This is just a click on that. So I'm going to open another LinkedIn from scratch so that you can see that. But while it comes, let me see. Let me hit enter and let it come. But I'll show it to you. This is where you have the job role. You'll type cloud engineer or AWS or Azure, Google, DevOps, and AI, machine learning, data science, um, data engineer, data analyst. And then this is where you pick up the country. So Canada, keep it open first. I know you want to, let's suppose you want to do on Toronto only. So just instead of first you begin with a bigger search and then you narrow it down. You can do other one. You can go with narrow and then expand that as well. Okay, and from here you have the jobs. You can search all of them. We are looking for jobs. We are not interested. We can do the people as well, but we'll go with jobs first. Okay, and then this is where you'll have, is it an internship? Is it an entry level, associate levels, mid level, director level, executive level? You can search based on that. And I've just picked up, for example, entry level or associate level, depending on what you want. I'm just telling you because a lot of guys come and say, are there no internship or entry level or associate? These I'll search here. Then you can also search on a filtered based on a date posted, salary, company. Keep it open big to begin with, and then go deeper and deeper on. It also gives you, for example, it's a on-site, and a lot of guys ask also, is it am I want to do remote or on-site or hybrid? You can check accordingly what your desires are. Okay, and then you can search. So let me remove some of those things. Let's go with entry level, and of course, the more filter you do, the less requirement will come. So it's and then you can set an alert as well, and that's a good point to do, set an alert for this. So this is just one example of showing you how does it look like. I can go to Conrad Engineer, this, and then they're looking for example, they're looking AWS design, AWS Azure Google, all the things are they here. This is another LinkedIn I opened from fresh, and then you can LinkedIn feed and you click on jobs. This is where you will be able to find or go to that, and this is where you will find out the skills and then the location, and then you give you output, and you can based on that you can start filtering. So this is the tab which I was earlier showing to you. So that's about in LinkedIn. That's one option. Similarly, you can do another one. This is I think specific to Canada, Workopolis. So if we click on this, we've already filtered and searched on Cloud Engineer Canada, and then you can sort it by based on relevance. You can do the filter on distance wise as well. You can also type full-time, contract, temporary, part-time, internship as well. It also give you the salary as well. So if you have a specific salary requirement, you do, and you can filter based on that particular part as well. So that's another one here. Like that, you have Indeed. So Canada is ca.indeed. And I think other thing is if you want to go it will typically open if you go and remove ca.ca, it will go on Indeed. I'm based in UK, so it'll open me UK. I think most of these job sites, good job sites, they have a geographical location tag enabled. So if you're from US, it'll show you US Indeed. If you're in the UK, it'll show you UK Indeed. So accordingly change. You can also go to connect to a VPN onto that country, and then you can filter it based on or you can go and search within that country. So let's suppose you're in India and you want to search for a US or Canada job, and you search on Canada jobs. I'll configure a VPN, and of course that's VPN part is out of scope of this. But if you need a help on how to set up VPN, there are VPN tools available, and then you say I want to present my PC as sitting in Canada, and then you can search for Canada jobs as well. So again, same thing. This is different core skills you're going to search. Location is this, and you can do filtering based on the when was this posted. Is it a remote or hybrid work? What kind of a pay salary range? Is it a full-time, permanent contract, temporary, and so on? What kind of a, if there's a coding or programming required, you remove it. Location, specific cities within Canada, and then what type of company that is, and if there's any language, different languages, a little bit more mature or a lot of filters, you can use that. That's another one that you have. Same thing for DICE. I'm not going to repeat it. There's some examples of different. This is a network engineer, cloud network engineer, cloud support engineer, cloud DevOps architect. This is solution architect, and so on. You'll be getting. Now, uh, once you have got that, and once you have the job portal, you can go to AI prompts. And again, this will be under one of the sections here within AI prompts. We'll go to add more and more prompts. You can click on this document, and that will give you the ChatGPT prompts that you probably use. And we'll be updating on how to write a cover letter, how do you do networking, how do you do the resume for scratch, and so on. So these prompts will be helpful for you. So have a look at that prompts. Where's this gone? One second, double check. I'll filter out. Don't even remember. Okay, so just click on this prompt. This link will be here. So this. Now, once that's done, then how to write your resume. That I have already covered on one of the previous first video on you create a resume. So this document, but I'll give you a very simple hack right now here on for resume. This is the skills which you say that. Let me go back to this document on make sure that what are the typical resume format in Canadian. Like you remove, have a read it. This is quite important. Remove the age, gender photos, and tailor as per the highlight as per the Canadian standards as well, right? Also cover add with the cover letter, and then uh, this is another FAQ too that covers how to prepare resume and CV based on the job description. I've created a video. Take the job description, take your resume, and give to ChatGPT and say, hey, can you revise this based on these rules? So worth looking at this FAQ too here as well. So this is what I mentioned earlier. Then make sure that your LinkedIn profile is also optimized. Now, the one of the common question, but these are covered in that LinkedIn course. If you go under the LinkedIn course, that's where I will go deeper into. But I'll tell you one of the common question get is, oh, if I'm applying for 3, 4 job roles, should I change my LinkedIn? No, LinkedIn will always add plus, plus, plus. LinkedIn will be superset. And then below that, you'll be doing just for that particular. Let's suppose you're applying for AWS and data engineer or AI ML, write down AWS, data, AI, all three on that key point search as well as in your profile as well. Also, make sure that you network with other members, especially those recruiters as well as the potential employers as well. There are some ChatGPT prompts again to leave comments on their posting they're doing. So I'll show it to you some of the how do you access some of these recruiters, how do you follow up with them. So this is an example where you have this company which is raised a job requirement. So let's suppose this is the job description. They've done AWS contract job. Let's see if there is sometimes some companies have that end posting. Sometimes some companies don't have. So let me see. Let me take an example of that where I have. So I can show you. So you can follow first of all. You can follow this, and then below that you will also show. You can leave a comment around that specific to your country, and you can connect with recruiters as well. So let's suppose I say I go to Capgemini. This is just one other company, and then I'll see who are the potential recruiters in that. So you can filter based on the people, and then from the people you can then select, follow them as well. So I'll first follow this company itself, and then within Capgemini. So I'm doing, for example, Capgemini UK, because it's a global company. In your case, you'll be selecting Canada. Okay, and so this is someone who joined there. Let me see. It's not there. I'll give an example of another example. Let's suppose I'm taking an example of UK JobServe .com, and I search, for example, data scientist. I'll find out their name, whosoever has raised this requirement, data scientist. Oh, oh, this is in the USA. It should be because it's mainly for UK. So I'll say London and search. So this is basically I've done data scientist search, and I saw this guy, Chris Lance. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for this in LinkedIn for Spectrum. So he's from searching for Spectrum recruitment. So I'll go to on my LinkedIn, and it's mainly for not it's basically not jobs. It's basically I want to search for this person. So you're now identified name of the person and the country, and then you'll be, sorry, the company name and the name of the person. And then you search for this person and you make a connection with that or see what help feeds are and maybe start leaving comment, good comment. You can ask ChatGPT again and say, this is a post you've done. Write down some, give me a useful comment I can make to engage with so and so person. So let it come. So if I see now I've searched this and I'm going to search for person. So I want to do people, and then these are and then spectrum. So if you see now, and it looks like hiring, so I'll probably go to this person's. I'm assuming this is the same guy who because there's a hiring, but spectrum. So you can then connect with this guy, but make sure that when you make a connection, you make a connection with add a content as well. I'm not going to select him, but one second. So if you click on more here, and then there's a it's not giving me a connection request on here, but some guys will do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to look at what all things he has done or comments he have made or the post he has done. So I'll go to his post and then maybe leave some useful content on this. Okay, so you can leave some comments around this one that he has mentioned, and that way you start grabbing his attention. So that's another one which I mentioned here. So this is how you go and search for people and do, and then you can reach out with. This is some things we have given, but you can ask ChatGPT. This is feel free to change this. You don't need to be doing this. These are some examples of referral request or maybe whatever subject line you want to give, and do it in a very professional manner. And if you don't respond, don't worry about it. Maybe you can follow up again a week or 2 weeks later as well. But as I said, most important point is stay consistent. This is very, very important. You might think nothing is working, but it'll be adding up and it's compounding over a period of time. And if you do consistently on 2 to 3 weeks, you'll and then do it one or two posts every day, or application, I'm 100% confident you will start getting results. And the final important is if you have tried all this and it's not working, then there's something not correct done properly. Then make sure you go through this FAQ 3, which says apply for the jobs not getting interview calls, and then you follow this video. In that video, you give me the list of job descriptions you have applied. Also, the corresponding resume. Make sure you do it in this format, in this sheet format. Download the sheet and make your own copy and manage that. And then give me the permission. And for permission, make sure you watch this video, and then give me the permission so we can review and give you feedback as well. So that's pretty much on how to find a job in Canada. Like that, if you like this, use the same approach, whether it's US, UK, and so on. UK, I've mentioned the job site JobServe. In India, there's a Naukri and so on. In US, Indeed, and all the job portal. The concept remains same. The strategy remains same. The principle remains same, but otherwise, just change it slightly according to you. I hope that makes sense. I'm 100% confident we have tons and tons of guys got a result. I'm going to just show it to you on this is a free community that we have on ketonacademy.com/a community, AI community. That's where I'm posting and uploading all the results and testimonials of some of the guys who have got a result. So if you go under the classroom here, or we'll be publishing on our website as well. I'm just finding it easy to have one place, and then we'll put it out, publish on our website as well. So under you have tons and tons of SJ. She not only her husband got a job, but she also doubled her salary. They're part of multi-cloud. This is another one got L&T job, Kader, I would think. But then if I go and look at Sean, after 7 months of gap, he recently finally accepted the job offer. Simran got a data analyst, data architect, and tons and tons of like that. You can keep reading more and more. Similarly, we have the videos, tons and tons of videos. There are certification wins. I've just added a handful of them, but we have thousands and thousands of success stories. And I'm 100% confident you'll follow this, you'll get result as well. So with that, all the best and good luck in terms of you getting result. Take care and bye for now.